Alright, so me and William are going to go use the Hovsco HovScout electric bike. Right, Will?
Yeah, and I am going to ride it.
You're going to ride it?
Uh-huh.
Well, you're a little small for that size electric bike. Now, honestly, I think you need a regular pedal bike before you go to that. But anyway, we've got geese and deer on soybeans, the edges of the fields. We put the Penergetic BWV on, and they're not really going out in the middle of the fields. They're staying to the edges, and especially where there's housing or buildings. Houses or buildings. I got a groundhog that was in there. I came in with the front end loader and bulldozed his ass out of there. Yeah, I got 130 or 40 acres, I think it was 140 acres here. And this is another field. There's no deer there. So right now I'm thinking 3 deer on 140 acres of soybeans. I can live with that, but I'm not gonna live with that. So there's the geese. They're right out there. So let's say we hop on the Hovsco HovScout. This is what these bicycles are really handy for, if you ask me. So it's quiet, it's fast. I won't be able to pedal this one. But let's power it up. Okay. We got her powered up, and we're going to put it on number 2 because number 2 is what we want. And our job is going to be, come on. This is how we're going to do this. Come on, you take the elevator. Ready? All right. Ready? Got a hand on it? All right, here we go. Here we go. So we're going to go out around here. We're going to try and do this one-handed.
2.
Yeah. Oh, so there are probably a lot of people that are freaking out right now that I've got my 5-year-old sitting on my lap taking this HovScout Hovsco bicycle.
Hovsco bicycle.
Electric bicycle. That's the HovScout. Look at this guy. He's just having a lot of fun. And I'm not going fast. We're going 10 miles an hour. This bike will go.
Uh-oh, look, it's 9.
Yeah, okay, so
It's 8.
here we go. Let's go get some geese, Will. There's no ruts on this part. Yeah. So we're able to get out here following the tracks. This is not a side-by-side, so you can follow these tracks. And this is how we do this. So I'm not killing anything. I'm not hurting the beans. I'm just going to get these dirty, rotten, miserable bastards off of our field because they're hurting my beans. They've been landing out here for a couple of days. And start screaming, boy. There they go. All right, you dirty fat bastards, it's time to leave. Now I'm going to run over some soybeans, and it's going to get a little rough. Well, I'll tell you, they don't want to leave, do they? They don't want to leave, but... Alright, that's enough. You're making enough noise. So now they can go over and land on somebody else's soybeans. This is a new thing for me.
Dad,
with
they're going to run over Timmy Cornpicker's soybeans.
You hear that, Timmy Cornpicker? You're getting some soybean-eating geese. You need to get yourself a Hovsco HovScout electric bicycle, and you can stealthy sneak up on them. Your Emmett's not small enough to do this with, though.
Dad, your wheat is going back up.
Well, the wheat is dead because I sprayed it with Roundup yesterday.
Good job.
I did. Good job. All right, so here we go. Probably going to have to edit some of the roughness out of this thing. So now I have just taken a very quiet ride out across the field, chasing these damn geese. These beans were planted on the 9th or 10th. 10th, I think. Look at them bastards. They're going to try and come back. They are not going to come back because I'm not going to let them stay here. And I got plenty of battery to do this. I could do this all day long, really. So now that I've done that, hey, don't do that. What do you got? So now that I've done that job, you can put your other leg over there. Put your leg over mine. There you go. And now he's kind of comfortable. If we crash, he's not going to go flying. We're not going to crash. I'm pretty careful. This is what you call freedom, you know. I see all these people with their Hovsco electric bicycles. They get their knee pads or elbow pads. They get their helmets on, and they go and they do these reviews with these Hovscout things. You know, when I was a kid, we saw a helmet and we're like, what the heck? Why are you wearing a helmet? It ain't a motorcycle, you know. We used to get chunks of plywood and stack it up, and I might do that with this bike too. It doesn't jump very well. I've jumped it a few times, but it does not jump very well. Oh, that's a bump. Yeah, so I see a deer out there. I do see two deer out there, and my major problem is down there.
Okay,
So
now I am pulling it.
you're falling down? Hang on. We're going to try not to lose you. Here, I think you'd be better off with one leg. Like that. Go ahead. Like this. I need to strap you on. Alright, so they see us. So we're just going to go chase these deer down here. Now there's probably more than I can stand to see. So
100!
I hope not. What did you see, 100? We're not going 100 miles an hour. But we are going. I don't even have to pedal this thing, which I like. It eats the battery all up.
There are 2 deer!
2 deer there. You feel that bump?
Uh-huh.
Alright, so we got 2 deer there. I don't see any more.
Oh, it's so cold.
It is getting chilly. It's not a hot day anymore. But you can see that they're eating at it. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. I think it's time to take at least one of them out. They're gone now. So normally, if I hadn't put the Penergetic on, they would just look at me and say, you know what, I don't care. Hey, don't do that. You're gonna have us over the handlebars. Okay, I'm hanging on. Yeah, they've eaten these beans clean off. So if you don't think that deer can do damage in your fields, these beans, they're pretty well gone. They're done over the edge here. There's a house right there behind that on the other side of the fence line, and there's a house down there, and that belongs to this farm. So you get away from those buildings in the house and you get closer to seclusion, like where the dairy barn is. There's nobody doing anything at the dairy barn, and you can see the beans are doing much better. So yeah, and this is a load of fun. What do you think? Would you get a bug in your mouth?
No, I am cold.
Oh, you're cold? Well, make sure you hang on. So yeah, these beans look a lot better out here. And there's a team of deer down there right next to that house. You see them down there? Let's chase them. You're right. So they're not in the field, but they will be.
Oh,
They're gone. Oh, my butt. You know, for 51 years old, I can hang on. I can ride a bike pretty good, especially an electric one. I think what needs to happen is 1 or 2 of those need to get a bad case of high-speed lead poisoning. I've done that in the past, not this year, but I've done that in the past, and then they just kind of get the point that they really shouldn't be out there messing around. But I got sunflowers planted right here along the edges, and they're not bothering that because it's secluded. So you can see these beans look a whole lot better than what those over there, and they were planted the same day. That wheat is coming up. When I cut the wheat, I cut it high, and there was a bunch of heads that were below the upper part of the where I was cutting, and of course that seed was viable, but I sprayed it with Roundup yesterday, so I'm pretty sure we're done. Hold on here. hand is falling asleep. So anyways, I guess that's it for now. Have we burned up any battery? Just a little. Let me rest my hand and we'll talk about this bicycle for a second. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to get William off the bike. Gotta put my kickstand down, little man.
Kickstand power!
So, I know this is a bicycle, and I know it's kind of dangerous to do what I just did. But, you know what? He's 5 years old. Hey, don't do that. You'll have it all over on the ground. He's 5 years old. This seat, I'm getting used to it. I've got, how many miles do we have on this thing? I got 51 miles on this bicycle. I got to tell you, in all honesty, the 51 miles that I've got on this bicycle is all me.
Hey, Dad, now I am going to ride it.
It's all me, but maybe 1 mile. Well, you're too small to ride it. Maybe we can get Hovsco to make a kid's version and we'll buy that, right? You want a kid's version? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he does. So anyway, it's dangerous. It is dangerous for me to have him on my lap. I did see on one of the other bicycle things that they have a seat that'll fit on one of them, but I don't think it's for this particular model.
My bicycle at the farm.
You do?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so if we get another Hovsco for you, then me and you can go chase geese and deer together, right? Yeah, I think we can. He's 5, so he's due for a bike. But anyway, yeah, so that's that. And this thing, is that, no, I thought I had damage on it. These are aluminum, these chain guards. They're aluminum, they're not plastic. I've had plenty of bicycles that they've been plastic and you hit them on a rock and they break.
I am super strong.
Well, don't hit me in the head with that shovel there, Lord of the Flies. Anyway, yeah, poor Porky got it. But anyway, yeah, so there it is, Hovsco Hovscout. I'll leave a link in the description. You can go check it out. I really like this thing. I put 50 miles on it. You know, I put 50 miles on it. It's great. I mean, it's really great. I've never had so much fun on a bicycle except when I was like 10 and a friend of mine came over and we made ramps into the old lime pile. This one's fully suspended. There's a lot of different models you can check out and buy. If you think I'm trying to sell this thing, I'm not trying to sell it. I'm just telling you my experience with it, and it has been positive so far. It's been great. If you don't want to buy one, don't buy one. If you do buy one, congratulations, you got yourself a quality bike that is rugged, well built, and it's powerful enough to cart my 220-pound ass around with his. How much you weigh? 38 pounds?
Yeah.
So 250 pounds, that's the maximum limit according to the book. But I had Magilla Gorilla on it, Timothy, he was on it, and he's close to 400 pounds. And he rode that thing around using the pedals and even just the thumb throttle, which, if you don't know, this is the thumb throttle right there. You need to put that away. This thing will take off with the thumb throttle. Watch this. See? I mean, it'll move you. And there's 5 different levels there. You have 5. Pedal assist system. If you want to pedal it with no electric, you can do that. It feels just like a regular bicycle. It is a little heavier than a regular bicycle by probably 30 pounds or more.
It.
You do? You want to go up the road again? Yeah, we'll go up and see if those deer are up there, and then we'll come back down. It's like 30 or 40 pounds heavier. This thing, I think, is 70 pounds in total. It's kind of heavy, but I'm pretty strong. I can throw it up in there without any problems.
Dad, first things first, you will get my bicycle.
Oh, what?
You will get my bicycle.
You need a bike.
Yeah.
I think he does. So anyways, Hovsco, make a kid's bike so we can ride together. Or there should be some kind of a way I can sit him on there. I was thinking, this is aluminum, and it's welded aluminum, and they polished it. They did a great job. But I was thinking of somehow getting a seat I could put on there and take him, because me and him, he's like glued to my hip, and I love him, and I love to take him for rides. And
So let's turn my elevator.
that's your elevator?
Yeah.
So if you put your elevator down there, go ahead and stand on it, and then I'll put you up, right? Isn't that how that goes?
Yeah.
So this is how we do this. So now I push down and he comes up.
Woohoo.
And then he can sit on there. And that's how we go, right? So he's almost big enough. When he figures out that trigger, he'll be off and going. And there won't be anything I can do to stop him, right? Hobbs Co, Hobbs Scout. That's what it is. Anyway, I'm going to go see if there's any other deer down below, and I'm going to put my camera down. But I just wanted everybody to know that these things are totally awesome. And if you don't have one and you're looking at one, give Hobbs Co a shout, and you'll enjoy it. I don't make anything off of this. I just love the thing, and I think I've been wanting one for years, literally years. And you know, when you get one, you're like, I was going to spend $4,000 on one of these bikes. Glad I didn't. Oh, you're going to put your elevator down. You're going to go flying is what's going to happen. When you don't buy the $4,000, I think they call it a Rocore or whatever. The thing is like twice as long. The rear wheels are way back here. There's actually a guy that rides up and down this road. He's got one, and he was pedaling it, and it just looked like he was driving a dump truck. You know, it had a big rack on the back, and it had the batteries and everything. But you know, to each their own. But I really like this one. My brother-in-law went and looked at a Trek, not a Shrek, but a Trek bike that has an electric assist, and the electric motor is actually in the crank. It wasn't back here in the hub. This is a gear reduction hub, and it's pretty awesome. But anyway, I'm going to get moving up the road, so here we go.